Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Skywalker Stories. My name is Ish Singh, and I'm here joined with.
Devon Shaw, and today we're going to be talking about episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back. Um, Ish, start us off.
Pretty much this movie. It's next on our Skywalker Saga lineup. It's one of the greatest Star Wars movies out there. I'm just gonna put that out first.
Wait. I think you're mistaken. It is the best Star Wars movie out there.
Hey, we were gonna get to that many times in this video, but might as well clear it up in the beginning. This right here is me and Devansh is here. This is our favorite movie. All right, it's our favorite Star Wars movie. We both love it so much, and we have a lot to talk about this episode. Anyways,
Yeah.
what do you want to start with? Hoth?
We can
Per se.
start with Hoth, where I am. It's freezing here. Um, uh, the beginning is really nice actually because you start off on Hoth, obviously, and then you have the rebel base, and then you have Luke
Yep.
searching the Wampa, all that stuff. It's pretty cool.
So the movie starts off right diving into the action first off.
Yeah,
It just we get to see Hoth, we see the rebel base. We're like, okay, this is the rebels, and it goes straight into the action as we follow Luke into the Wampa cave and he
yeah.
gets captured, all of
Well,
that.
like he went to go see the asteroid. He told Han.
Yeah, he breaks
Yeah,
the Imperial probe droid.
yeah.
All that.
And then his first time you getting the lightsaber with the Force, and then you know,
Yeah. So yeah, the
um,
movie starts out just like you could say it's kind of like a rush, like Revenge of
yeah,
the Sith. You know
and
how we just kind of dive right into it.
yeah. This is also like when when Force Ghost Obi-Wan tells Luke to go to the Dagobah system to meet
Yes. Yeah.
Yoda, and then Han is worried out there because Luke is not there,
Luke hasn't shown up because he's been captured by the Wampa.
and Han is planning to leave.
Han is planning to leave. He said, "Guys, this is the Empire. We got to get out of here." And actually, before that, he's just trying to leave.
Yeah.
So
Um.
yeah. Anyways,
Yeah. So yeah, the thing that this is one of my favorite Star Wars movies because of the writing. I think the writing here is fantastic, and Irvin Kershner and George Lucas did a great job on it.
yeah.
Irvin Kershner is the director of this film. George Lucas is the creator of Star Wars. By the way, let's just say this: we both love Star Wars, but we know George Lucas is no god,
Oh yeah, for sure.
right? George Lucas made episodes 1 and 2 pure garbage.
I mean, yeah, but we drove him away.
We did, and then
As much as I can say, wow, thanks for making Star Wars, but hey, he also messed up a couple times, but
yeah, he did.
still love George Lucas, and
We
he
do,
gave
but
us
you
this
know,
franchise, and he gave us this movie,
yeah, he
most
did. He
importantly.
did.
So
So, there's obviously a big plot twist here, which we're gonna get out the way here. Darth Vader is Luke Skywalker's father. Now,
yep,
you know this if you've seen the prequels first, which I think is the terrible way of watching them. Before, when I was like 8 years old, I'm like, no, you have to watch this one first. No, completely wrong. You
yeah.
have to watch these first because then you don't wanna like, oh, what? Then it's not surprising anymore. But then if you watch, you're like, oh my god, what just happened?
I feel like the original trilogy is a lot more fun for first-time Star Wars, viewers. If they watch the original trilogy, they're going to be a lot more invested into Star Wars than they would than watching the prequel trilogy, just because the prequel trilogy is just more focused on the action part of it, when the original trilogy has a lot of storyline and twists and turns and all of that. Like especially this
Yeah,
movie, I'd
yeah,
say, just if you don't even like Star Wars, just watch this movie. I
yeah.
would say that just because it's
It's
it's very good. It's a very
it's
phenomenal movie.
it's a fun 2 hour. Okay, first of all, this movie clocks in at 2 hours and 7 minutes, which is nothing.
Yeah, it's pretty
That
low.
is that's pretty short for a film nowadays,
Yeah.
right? Like what's it called? Star Wars: The Last Jedi was 2 hours and 33 minutes.
Hmm.
Avengers
It's very
Endgame
long.
is Avengers Endgame is 3 hours.
Yeah, they're very long movies now.
Like they're extremely long. Black Widow hasn't even come out yet, and the runtime is 2 hours and 25 minutes.
Yeah,
And this movie doesn't need a long runtime to be good.
yeah, That it
It
just it proves it.
like people have said, I've literally heard people say that longer movies are better. That's completely false.
Yeah.
Have you watched episode 8? Um
We're
like
5 minutes in and we're already roasting the Last Jedi.
yeah, yeah, I don't know what happened. I think the Last Jedi tried too hard to be the Empire Strikes Back and it just
That's another thing.
failed.
Um, Pretty much this movie gave us so many good things
It
that
did.
when the sequel trilogy tried to come back and just try to copy a lot of it, it didn't really work out. That's the
Force
thing about this
Awakens.
movie. Yeah. See, like it's not the same as this movie. And as we dive deeper into it, let's just go back to the story real quick. Pretty much, Luke's back. He's back on
Yeah.
the rebel base, and he just kills the Wampa. Han saves him, throws him into the Tauntaun. Pretty much, it's a whole disgusting scene, by the way.
Oh yeah,
But
he puts Luke in the Wampa, in the
in the
Tauntaun,
Tauntaun,
in the
yeah.
Tauntaun. My bad. Yeah, he puts Luke in the Tauntaun.
I mean, it kept him warm, but
Yeah.
at what cost?
And then Leia kisses Luke.
Oh yeah, that happens too. At
By
this
the way,
point, we don't know they're related.
we
Right?
they don't know they're related. We know they're related.
Yeah,
They don't know they're related.
it's
Han obviously likes Leia. Leia obviously likes Han. You
yeah.
know, the
We can
best,
see that.
the best relationship in all of Star Wars.
We can see that revolve throughout the whole movie,
Yeah,
and as it just
but
keeps getting better.
okay, if you're a first-time Star Wars viewer
Mhm,
and you watch A New Hope, you're like, oh, Leia's not gonna get to anyone. She's like amazing by herself.
mhm.
Nah,
Yeah,
she's great. I love Leia. Leia's a very underrated character in my opinion. She's very underused in the original trilogy. She's also underused in the sequels, but obviously
she
they
has.
tried their best.
Yeah,
They tried their best. R.I.P. Carrie Fisher.
yeah. Recipes.
It's been a it was I remember that day. Anyways, back to this film. Ish. What else can you say?
Let's talk about Yoda.
Yoda on Dagobah is great. I love the entire sequence. I
Yeah,
wish we got more.
yeah. I think Yoda was that comedic relief we needed throughout the movie as well,
Definitely.
and kind of leaves you wondering if you're a first-time Star Wars viewer. Um, who is this guy? Why did Obi-Wan
Yeah.
tell Luke to go look for Yoda and he's smacking R2D2 with a stick?
And
You know,
eating Luke's food.
and eating his food as well.
Yeah.
But it kind of leaves you wondering, who's Yoda? But as we can see, as time revolves, he teaches Luke a lot of
Yeah,
valuable lessons. Actually,
it
we get
does.
that famous quote where he says, "Do not, there's no try," all of that. But
Do or do not, there is no try.
yeah,
You gotta
no,
live by it sometimes.
kind of have
The
to sometimes.
yeah.
But yeah, Yoda is very wise. We all know this if you've seen other movies, Star Wars,
Yeah.
longtime Star Wars fan.
I just love the scene where Luke fights Vader and then the mask comes off and he sees himself inside Vader's mask.
Oh yeah,
That scene is so powerful because it could lead to what happens in episode 6 or episode 3 for the time.
yeah.
Like,
That seems crazy because it kind of leaves you wondering, like, okay, yeah, Luke walked into this little tunnel, right?
yeah.
But what exactly is gonna happen at the end of this movie? Like, is he gonna turn to the dark side? Who knows? Like, we really didn't know at this
Yeah,
point.
we don't.
And
And this is when Luke is still more trained because they do time jumps in this,
yeah, they
right?
do. They
They
do.
do time jumps. Cloud City, Bespin,
Oh
that
yeah.
that was a good chunk of the movie. That's where the final act
Hmm. Took place.
begun. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, before we get to the final act, Battle of Hoth. After everything dies down, they got to go back to Hoth.
Yeah.
Right. Second act. It's really cool. The Battle of Hoth is really cool.
Yeah. Sick battle.
It's
The
like,
AT-ATs.
yeah,
Very
that's the
sick.
most memorable part. The AT-ATs.
Yeah.
The Yeah, but like, it's not really memorable. Like, there's not memorable scenes in it, but you remember it because of what it is. The Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah.
the most the most loved Star Wars movie in the entire universe, if I'm going to be brutally honest, because I've seen a lot of rankings, and this one goes number one for everybody.
Yeah.
Uh, Sometimes people are like, "Oh, I like Revenge of the Sith. I like Return of the Jedi." That's literally people's top three for number one.
Yeah.
Sometimes I've seen people put The Force Awakens or The Last Jedi up there, but that's because they were, I think, people who put the sequels on their higher on their list are newer to Star Wars and they enjoy them, which is
Yeah.
fine.
That's fine. Yeah.
It's fine. But
Everyone is entitled to their own opinion. I mean, as long as you're a Star Wars fan,
you're
that
valid here.
yeah, that's already valid.
Yeah. Also, um anyways, I love Bespin. Bespin is one of my favorite planets
Yeah.
in
Bespin is
Star
very
Wars.
cool. The scenery was done very well on
Yeah,
that.
I really like Lando. Lando is a very underused character also. It was great to see Billy D. Williams in the final film.
Yeah.
Um Honestly, we needed more of Lando. Like,
Yeah, Lando is he's very underused.
I'm so glad we're getting a TV show.
Yeah, the Lando show is gonna be sick. I'm very excited to see that. And well, other than that, pretty much um Bespin, right?
Bespin, yes. That's where the fight happens.
This is where
Uh,
this fight happens right here.
that fight right there, the final fight.
Yep.
And obviously Luke isn't well trained. Before we get to the fight, we see Boba Fett, a bounty hunter.
Right. Yeah.
Obviously, his
And
ship's
Lando
fully
turns
armed.
on Han.
Lando doesn't turn. Lando made an agreement with them before. I don't know how many
Yeah.
times I have to say this. Lando did not turn. Lando hates the dark side as much as the rebels do.
You can definitely tell he hates them, but
He didn't
he
like
didn't
it.
really have any choice,
Yeah. C3PO is really good in this movie. My guy gets blasted on Bespin by stormtroopers,
Yeah, he
and
does.
then Chewbacca carries him on his back and then tries to fix him. It doesn't. It He fixes him, but just doesn't put him the right way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um.
Um,
Well, also I feel like Boba Fett was pretty underused.
Underused. Yeah, but we got to
Boba
see
Fett's
him.
been underused like
Yeah,
a
yeah,
lot.
a lot. And then he just falls into the pit in Return of the Jedi.
Yeah,
But we do get to see a lot of Boba Fett in The Mandalorian
and his own show coming soon, guys.
this
This year,
year, December.
December. Yep.
Um,
Very
the
excited
book.
for that.
Yeah. Definitely. Also, Darth Vader.
Darth
Just
Vader.
Darth Vader is fantastic in this movie.
Yeah.
And I think he is the best. He's my favorite character in this movie. He is my favorite dark side user. He's my favorite. He's not my favorite force user. Never mind. He is my favorite dark side user though.
Hmm.
Um, I'm guessing the same for you, or like,
Definitely in this movie, Vader
yeah,
just killed it. Yeah.
yeah, and Vader wins.
Vader does win in this movie.
Vader wins.
We can clearly see that the Empire has won this movie. And
Yeah, yeah,
that's why a lot of people love it because if you're like a dark side fan, like, you over here, um, you would love this movie just for that one reason. Be like, yeah, the dark side actually won.
yeah. See, the dark side wins in one movie out of the trilogy,
Yeah.
which is always the second one. Well, actually, not always the second one.
Yeah.
Revenge of the Sith.
That was
Literally,
that was yeah.
literally,
Annihilation.
they got he turned to the dark side. Empire Strikes Back, second film, and then The Last Jedi.
Last Jedi, it's kinda unclear, but I guess you could say that the
Yeah,
First Order did win.
yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I love Carrie Fisher and Harrison Ford. It's dynamic together after their first kiss.
Yeah.
Harrison Ford and Carrie Fisher are
Hmm.
just fantastic together. Their chemistry is so good, and
Yeah.
you know, it's it's amazing,
Yeah.
right?
Definitely a lot of nostalgia with this movie.
Yeah.
Like
We
how
get
many times have you seen it?
44 times. I'm very proud of myself,
44 times watching this movie,
and
and
I've
I'd encourage it.
never got bored once.
I would definitely encourage it, guys. Okay, you don't have to watch it 44 times, right? Obviously, but if
Or
you're just
maybe
kind
you
of,
should.
maybe you should, man. It's all up to you.
Yeah,
But what I'm trying to say here is, even if you don't really enjoy Star Wars that much,
just
just give
watch.
this, yeah,
Yeah,
just try it out. See if you like it, and if not, then there you go. You have your opinion. You know, at least you tried watching it because this movie is absolutely fantastic, and I'm very glad a lot of people love this movie as much as I do. Star Wars fans all across the world just adore this movie.
yeah. Also, I want to talk about the final battle as a whole.
Oh yeah, for sure.
The lightsaber comment for 1980, fantastic. It's great. It's better than episode 9. Just kidding. It's not, but it's like super close to there.
I'd say the
Um,
lightsaber action in this scene alone is one of the best lightsaber battles that we've ever gotten.
top 3.
Yeah, easily.
Um,
Also in this little chamber here, I think we're like over here somewhere where Luke is
yeah,
standing.
Han,
Han gets frozen into carbonite,
and
so
that's
and
when
him
we
and
get.
Leia, give the whole "oh yeah, I love you," and then he's like, "I
I
know,"
know.
and he just gets frozen into carbonite. It's actually very sad. We didn't know if we are gonna see him again, but
Yeah. Um.
we did.
Also, the "Never tell me the odds" line is great.
Oh, iconic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Also, so yeah, the final battle is where they fight and stuff. Mark Hamill is getting destroyed, or Luke is getting destroyed by Darth Vader, and Vader doesn't have a scratch on him, by the way. Like Vader
Vader's
is,
relaxing.
yeah. And then here comes "Search your feelings, you know it be true." Wallop, the hand goes off.
Yeah.
As Mark Hamill described that, "I
Mhm.
am your father."
Yep.
Originally supposed to be, "Oh, you don't know the truth. Obi-Wan killed your father."
Yeah.
And that would have been a great twist.
That
But
would have been pretty sick, but
"I am your father." It happened.
very, very iconic moment. I think
Um,
everyone around the world knows this by
yeah,
now. Vader
definitely.
is, Luke's father. Have the whole "I am your father." Everyone's seen that, at least heard it like once in their life.
Yeah,
So yeah, this scene, very well done, as you said. The whole choreography was
yeah.
amazing for the time, and did a phenomenal job. I gotta
They
say that.
did. They really did.
Yep. So, what are your ranking on this movie?
I'm gonna have to give this movie a 3 out of 10. Just kidding. Obviously, I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10, 11 out of 10, 1,000 out of 10. Whatever I can give it, I'll give it. It's my favorite Star Wars movie of all time. It's my comfort movie.
Yep.
Ish.
It's gonna be, like you said, 10 out of 10, 11 out of 10, a million out of 10. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
This movie is my favorite. Will always be my favorite. And yeah.
Yeah.
So hope you guys enjoyed this video, guys. This was our ranking on The Empire Strikes Back. Do you
Thank
have
you
any
so
final
much.
words? Yep.
Thank you so much for
Subscribe.
watching. Sorry for the MIA.
Yeah, we kind of just went missing for a while. Don't
Yeah.
worry, guys. We have a couple of videos planned, and also we have a gaming video coming, guys. I forgot to mention that earlier in the video. I'll put it in the comments. But we do have a gaming video coming on Star Wars Battlefront 2.
Because what
So
else would we play on the channel?
yeah, it's just a Star Wars game. We both
Um.
love it,
Yeah.
and we'll play it for you guys. Other than that, this has been Skywalker Stories.